Texting, 8675019er, calling from a mid-sack here, segment 2, IDD. For those of you in the know, I don't disagree. For those of you who have just discovered that, hey, midlife is not so bad after all. Of course, I hope you're not all at midlife. Of course, I am just recently hit the 5-0. 5-0. 5-0. You know what starts happening at 5-0, don't you? Yeah, that. And that too. Anyway, back segment 2, Major League Baseball. Hey, Boston sports fans. There is a glimmer, and let's be clear here, it is a glimmer of hope on Yawkey Way. After tonight's 11-5 pasting of the former third place Toronto Blue Jays, the now third place Boston Red Sox have quietly won 6 in a row, 7 out of 10. And if the playoffs began today, it would be them, Baltimore, and Toronto. That means 4 teams in the American League would be in the playoffs. Okay. And again, it's May 4th. I'm the first person to tell you let's pump the brakes. But I may never get a chance to do this again this season, so I may as well do it now and have a little fun with it. The Red Sox have somehow, with no ace, no closer, okay, sketchy middle relief to say the least, are sitting at 19-14 after a dreary start to start this season, and I don't know, their offense now. Everybody knows what Tampa Bay is doing because Tampa Bay just did it again today to Pittsburgh, who was having a great season, but then they ran into Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay has a way of doing that to people, doesn't it? They did it to the Red Sox earlier. Tampa Bay is a league leading 26-6. And when you look at the stats, the team stats, you know what run this has got Boston Bruins written all over it. Right now, they being Tampa Bay, they lead they lead Major League Baseball in batting average at 280, home runs 64, runs batted in at 198, hits 298, and the only thing and they're 5th in stolen bases at 29. That's the only of the 5 major they don't lead in, but they're in the top 5. And then if you go over to defense, here's the thing. There is only one other team in baseball that's in the top 5 and 4 categories. That would be the Boston Red Sox. Offensively speaking, they are 3rd in Major League Baseball batting 270. They are 5th in home runs at 44. They are 4th in runs batted in at 175. And they are 2nd in hits at 298. Now, this was before tonight's games. And tonight they belted out 16 more hits and 11 runs. So who knows where they are now. You'll notice, if we go through those offensive stats, a team that is missing from all of them would be the New York Mets. Now, again, the Mets have been banged up. They have yet to be 100%, I think, this season. They were down 6-0 yesterday and came back and lost 6-5. So they fought. Today they lost 2-0 in Adonia. They couldn't push any runs across, but the pitching did their job. But the Red Sox are hitting at a pretty amazing clip, given who they've lost on that side of the ball. Their downfall, again, is pitching. As of before today, they gave up 5 runs today, but they were 24th in ERA. I don't know where they were with saves, but I don't think they were in the top 10 there either. So the pitching has been what's kept them, but right now they're in the wild card. To me, when the season starts, I look, if they just made the playoffs, I don't care if they swept that BS because I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. But right now, they are hitting. And they are hitting in droves. Verdugo is batting over 300, and they've got obviously Devers, who had 4 RBIs tonight and another dinger, 11 dingers. So he's moving up. But he was 4th in home runs going into today, and he had another one. So, and I'm sorry now. And by the way, they've swapped because it was Verdugo in hitting at 317. Now Yoshida, the kid from Japan, is now the leader at 317. Um, Verdugo has 41 hits to lead them. So, look, the lineup is producing at a postseason-like clip. If they can keep that up, it's an if. Who knows? But they are competing. And given where they were projected when the season started, this is a major league surprise. Major league surprise. Tampa Bay is in second place. Not Tampa Bay. The Mets are in second place. They're at 500. They're literally 6-6 at home, 10-10 on the road. They're literally a 500 team. They do get a break this weekend, I believe. I forget who's coming in. I want to say it's. I want to say it was. It was Florida. I'm not sure. Let me see. Friday schedule. They're at Detroit Friday, and then Saturday. Where are they? Where are you, New York Mets? Do you not play on Saturday? That's Friday. I'm sorry. Friday they're off. It looks like they play. No, they play tonight. So tomorrow. Colorado. I'm sorry. Colorado comes into New York for the weekend. Colorado stinks. So Tom doesn't want to hear that because he's going to tell you the Mets stink right now. But the Mets are better than Colorado. So at least they are on paper. So even banged up. So hopefully they get a relief and they can take 2 or 3 or sweep. And the Mets need to sweep them, let's be honest, because the Braves are looking like the Braves again. So in any event, they're hurting right now, and it's showing. They got the Braves in that division. The rest of the league is pretty. Pittsburgh's coming back to the pack because of what they ran into Tampa Bay, who's just running away and hiding from everybody right now. So, to me, if you're the Mets, it's all about staying in striking distance until you can get reinforcements. Just stay close. It's a long season. Stay close. Stay close. Stay within a couple games. I mean, if you look at the wild card. And they did this with the right now. Let's see, wild card standings in the National League. The Mets right now are 1 game back of the wild card. Now there's 3 wild cards. So right now it's Milwaukee, Arizona, San Diego, and the Mets. They're 1 game back. The Mets are right there. Stay afloat. Stay close. Stay within striking distance. And again. I understand why Tom's mad because they still have superior talent to most teams. But look, they're missing multiple guys here, and not just anybody. So stay close, stay in range, stay afloat. That's what I would say about the Red Sox. The Red Sox, if this continues, are going to have to do something at the trade deadline, and it's not being a seller. You got to go get a closer. I doubt you're going to find a frontline starter at the trade deadline. Now, it doesn't mean you can't find one. But to me, the closer is the most important thing. If your offense is going to average whatever they're averaging right now, and again, they're top 3 in hitting, basically home runs 5th, RBIs 4th, hits 2nd. I mean, if they're going to produce like that, they're going to have a shot if they can maintain it. Get a goddamn closer, if nothing else. If a frontline starter falls out of the sky into your lap, fine, great. I'm going to hold my breath. But a closer, I think, is possible. Now, again, maybe they think this guy is on the roster. I would love to believe that, but when you look at pitching for the Red Sox right now, they've got, in terms of saves, let's see, this guy Kenley Jansen. Kenley Jansen has, going into today, 6 saves. Okay, if you look at the league leaders in saves, you've got Cleveland, Classy at 10, Hader from San Diego with 10, Romero, Toronto, 9, Pitt, Bednar with 9, and Sewell from Seattle also with 9. So where this guy ranks... he's in the top 10 with 6. So they got a guy on the radar. Again, Kenley Jansen. Tom probably can tell you what he has for breakfast every morning. He's an older gentleman. He's a big gentleman, 6'5", 265. So he's a big boy. He's 35 years old. He has an ERA of 1. KOs 12. His whip is 104. Those are good numbers. He's from Curacao. right-handed pitcher. So don't know. Like I said, he was with the Dodgers for basically his entire career, and then he was with Atlanta last year. He has been a closer. Going back to 2014, 44 saves, 36 saves, 47 saves, 41 saves, 38, 33, 11, must have got hurt, 38 in 2021, 41 in 2022, and so 2022 for Atlanta last year, 41 saves. So he has the track record. Okay, so far he's off to a good start with 6. If he maintains it, maybe they have their closer. Now he's 35, so is this a long-term solution? I would prefer a guy 25, 26, personally, but beggars can't be choosers. At this point, though, he's got 6 saves. They still got to get they got to get a guy with an ERA below 3 somewhere, somehow. Because right now, they're if you look at their starting pitching, again, they're 24th in the AL. In all baseball ERA, they're at 4.94. They finally got dipped below 5. They gave up 5 runs tonight. How many of them were earned, I don't know. But when you look at the stats on that, team stats, actually, if you go to the Redsox stats, I'm sorry, people, this is what happens when you do these late at night. You get where is it? Where are they? Here, Boston Red Sox stats. In terms of starting pitching, if you want to go to ERA, which again, that's their whip, that's their earned run average, that's their quality starts. Where's their ERA? I love how they don't put this. That's the splits. I just want the ERA. Where is it? Where is the damn ERA? That's the whip. That's this. Where is the ERA? I hate when this happens, people. I hate when it's not right there. They've given up 155. What is the damn average? Saves ERA. Their best guy is Tanner Houck, whose ERA is 5.34. His record is 3-1. He does have 29 strikeouts, but he's got an ERA of 5.34. I don't know where to go with that. But he opponent's batting average 256. Where's ERA? Why are they not showing ERA? This is the innings pitched. ERA. I just want the ERA average for the guys. Batting. Why do they do it to you? So anyway, I'm not getting that whole thing because this stupid thing doesn't want to work. But just note the team at ERA was 4.94 going into today's game. They gave up 5 runs. They have no one. They don't have a starter with an ERA below 4. I know that. So they got to get a guy who's around 3, just 3 to be a threat. Until they get that guy, I mean, can they get in? Maybe. We'll see. Again, I don't know what to take from 36 games. If you're breaking it down, what is that percentage-wise in terms of a season? Are we a quarter in? What are we at? 162 games? What is that? We're probably about a quarter of the way through the season, roughly, around there. So, but they're not in last place. They're in 3rd place. They got to play Philly over the weekend. Philly's struggling. They're 15-17. They're going to Philly, so I think hopefully you'd want to take 2 out of 3. If you can do that, that's good. I think Sale is pitching this weekend. Now, Sale, the other encouraging thing here, and again, I said he would pitch better because he couldn't pitch any worse, but in his last start, Sale did go, I believe, 5 innings. He struck out 6, gave out 1 earned run. Got the win. So he right now is 2-2. He does have 35 Ks. He's had 6 starts. So 2 no decisions as well. But that last start was the best he's looked in quite a long time. Maybe he becomes a 2 if he stays healthy. He's not a 1 anymore. Until I see him win 7 or 8 in a row and hold people below 3 runs, he's not a 1. And I don't think that's going to happen. Could he be a 2? Potentially, if you can find a 1. But again, I don't know if that's how that's going to fall out of the sky. Maybe you trade for that guy with a team that's out of it at the deadline. Now, the wild card and the added seedings, that's going to keep this less. You're going to have less sellers because more teams are in it now. So it's going to be harder for the Red Sox to find a frontline start. Not impossible, but it's going to be harder. And what are you going to have to give up? Well, given the strength of this team is the offense, that's probably something along those lines, or draft picks or whatever. I don't know. But a quality starter from a team that's out of it is, depends on where they are, in terms of what their needs are. But I would think you're going to have to give up. Your strength is your offense. You're going to have to put a dent in that. How far are you willing to go with it? I don't know. But anyway, they look good right now. They look good right now. So I'm going to give them their props. I've got their jersey up here. I never thought I'd hang that thing again, at least not for the foreseeable future. But it's up there. It's in the back. It's not in the front yet or up here. And if they get into first place or into second place, maybe we'll bump them up a little bit. But they're back up there. So we'll see what happens. But right now, if you're a Red Sox fan, there is reason. Cautious optimism, I would call it. Cautious. Be cautious. You're going to have to really take this series by series. They're going to have a stinker in there at some point. But look, Philly's a beatable team. They've got to go in there and try and take 2 out of 3 over the weekend. They do that? All right. We'll talk about them again next week. I don't mind. Give me something to talk about. I'm sick and tired of blowing a gasket over the Celtics. I think Joe would call what I did in the last segment hedging. I don't know what hedging my bets. Like I said, betting on a team like the Boston Celtics is a recipe for disaster because, again, there's no logic to it. You can't fix stupid. Only stupid can fix stupid. Stupid has to first understand that they are stupid. Okay? What I did see, again, from that was multiple players. It's been printed. So they're aware of this. See what they do with it. In any event, that's going to do it for segment 2 tonight. Again, these are going to be brief because I'm flying solo and I don't want to talk to myself all night. But we will return on, hopefully Monday, maybe Sunday, Monday. Hope to get a round table in here. The NBA playoffs are in full swing. Definitely Golden State and Boston, Philly look like they could be Donnies. The New York-Miami series has a chance to be a Donnie as well. Kevin Durant, you're on the clock right now, buddy. You have to pick that team up and somehow even that series, and you got to do it without Chris Paul. So we'll see what Kevin Durant has left in the tank. Until then, though, enjoy the NBA playoffs, the NHL playoffs, if you're still watching that. I believe they just started the second round. Avalanche won. I forget, Vegas won last night. Panthers won. And I forget the rest of them, but obviously that's gone off the radar given the monumental, colossal collapse by that team in gold and red and black and gold up there. Anyway, enjoy the games this weekend, the playoffs this weekend. Enjoy Major League Baseball this weekend. We will return either Sunday night or Monday. And until that time, okay, don't be Aaron Rodgers. Loose. Stay loose. I'm the redoubtable one himself. We're on a 72-hour break? 96-hour break. Call it 96 to be safe. Hopefully we'll get some good weather in here as well. Enjoy your weekend, boys and girls. See you soon.